So turn to your neighbor and say, "You are the light."
You are the light.
And you look marvelous.
You. You. You look marvelous.
So just recently at Christmas, we celebrated the birth of the Christ, which in unity we teach is the divine essence that animated Jesus, that is the truth of all of us. The Christ metaphysically represents the wholeness, the divinity that is our true spiritual identity. Are you claiming that? All right. So today is another opportunity to open our hearts and allow ourselves to accept, know, and express our own divinity at a deeper level. That indwelling divinity is our innate perfection, the divine light and essence that we are. That is our Christ. That is what Jesus spoke of as the kingdom of God within us. This inner kingdom, the Christ that is us, is unchanging, unlimited, and always present regardless of outer circumstances. I really want us to get that, folks. It is unchanging, it is unlimited, and always present regardless of what's going on out there or how we have been taught to believe about ourselves and others, because it is our nature. It is the true nature of all of us. It's what creates our spiritual unity, the true oneness that we are. So today is about us participating in another ritual to support us in awakening to our divine nature, the infinite power we are. It's about us awakening to and embracing at the deepest levels of our being awareness of the Christ essence we are, to claim and celebrate our inner light and live from the truth of what we are. And from our inner light shining brightly, we call forth the divine light in others to express as well. The world is blessed and is transformed as we share what we are fully and joyfully. The essence of the divine light we are and its many expressions is what Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore called our 12 powers. And we have added one more to make 13. These 13 powers are qualities, attributes of our divine Christ nature. They are faith, understanding, wisdom, also called judgment, love, will, strength, power, order, imagination, zeal, renunciation, also called illumination, life, and joy, the 13th. They are represented symbolically by Jesus' disciples. Each power is also indicated by a specific color and location within the body. These 13 powers are divine ideas that make up the pattern of perfection within us. They are the fullness of the divinity that is all of us. And I like to call them the beautiful facets of the perfect divine gem we are. Through affirming and claiming their presence, we quicken and develop them in our awareness so that we can then consciously call them forth to actively express in our lives. And we do this with the sole purpose of being the fullest expression of the divine light we are here to be. So today we will connect with and experience these powers through a ritual. You will have the opportunity to select a power or powers or allow it to select you that is calling to be awakened and expressed more fully in your life in the coming year. And as I describe each power to you, notice for yourself what power or attribute is drawing you that will support the deepening and expansion of your spiritual unfolding. What power is calling your heart to express more boldly? What power will support you in knowing more deeply your full divine nature? So you will want to pay special attention to what power is drawing you as you hear each one described this morning. The name of the disciple might be what sparks something for you, what their name symbolize, or the color or location that the power represents might be what draws you. For right now, just allow yourself to be open and receptive to what power, what divine attribute resonates for you. Listen and let your inner wisdom guide you. So let's just take a deep, centering breath again. And now Joan and Shirley will come up and light their candles with the altar Christ candle. So as you take a centering breath, just remember your heart's open, your mind's open, your body's open. So Joan and Shirley have each lit their candles from the white candle on the altar, which symbolizes our spiritual identity, the divinity that is each of us. And so they will now light a candle for each power, quality, attribute as it is described. Okay. So the disciple Peter represents the power of faith as he was the first one to follow Jesus. Faith is a deep inner knowing that everything sought is already ours for the claiming. It is the assurance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. It is the color of deep blue. Faith is located in the pineal gland in the center of the brain. To awaken in us the spiritual power of faith, we light the first candle. The disciple Thomas represents understanding as he sought evidence of Jesus' identity after the resurrection. Spiritual understanding is the ability of the mind to comprehend and realize the laws of the universe. It is the color of gold. It is located right between the eyes and the front of the forehead. To awaken in us the spiritual power of understanding, we light the second candle. The disciple James, the son of Zebedee, represents wisdom. James, son of Zebedee, represents the power of good spiritual judgment and guidance. Wisdom is the ability to discern, evaluate, and make decisions. It is also known as our intuition and is the voice within us that is our greatest truth. It is the color yellow and is located in the solar plexus. To awaken in us the spiritual power of wisdom, we light the third candle. The disciple John represents love. John represents gracious compassion. Love is the great harmonizer and healer. It sees unconditional good in every situation. The activity of divine love settles all misunderstandings and makes your life and affairs happy, healthy, harmonious, and free. Love is the color of pink and is located behind the heart. To awaken in us the spiritual power of love, we light the fourth candle. The disciple Matthew represents will. Matthew represents the power to withdraw and direct attention to divine will. Our expression of will is foundational in making demonstrations. The spiritual quality of will is the center around which all the activities of consciousness revolve. Will is the color of silver. It is located at the top of the forehead. To awaken in us the spiritual power of will, we light the fifth candle. The disciple Andrew represents strength. Andrew was the brother of Simon Peter and was a disciple who emerged as a leader of the 12. Strength is the capacity to accomplish using divine energy. It enables us to experience freedom from weakness and have stability of character. It opens us to non-resistance and surrender. Strength is the color of light green and is located in the low back. To awaken in us the spiritual power of strength, we light the 6th candle. The disciple Philip represents power. Philip exercised his power through the spiritual word. Power is the ability to have dominion over our thoughts and feelings. The spiritual quality of power opens our mind and body to healing and manifestation. Power is the color purple. It is located in the throat. To awaken in us the spiritual power of power, we light the 7th candle. The disciple James, the son of Alphaeus, represents order. James, son of Alphaeus, represents cooperation and peacemaking. Divine order is the foundation of all change. And as we embrace divine order in our lives through changing our thoughts and being open to divine guidance, our mind and affairs will be in harmony. Order is the color of dark green. It is located just back of the navel. To awaken in us the spiritual power of order, we light the 8th candle. The disciple Bartholomew, also known as Nathaniel, represents the power of imagination. Bartholomew acknowledged the truth about Jesus and saw him perfectly whole and divine. With our imagination, we lay hold of ideas and form them with spiritual substance. Imagination is our gift of vision and dreams. It is the color of light blue. It is located between the eyes in the brain. To awaken in us the spiritual power of imagination, we light the 9th candle. The disciple Simon represents zeal. Simon represents the power of steadfast, positive activity to bring about the healing of the soul and world. Zeal is divine enthusiasm. It is the inward fire of the soul that urges us onward, regardless of circumstances. It is the color orange and is located in the back of the head. To awaken in us the spiritual power of zeal, we light the 10th candle. The disciple Thaddeus represents renunciation, also called elimination. Thaddeus represents the balance of giving and receiving, acknowledging and letting go of the experiences of life. To renounce is to let go of old thoughts in order that new thoughts may find a place in our consciousness. It is the ability to release that which no longer serves us and to say no to the untrue and undesirable. It is the color brown and is located in the lower part of the abdomen. To awaken in us the spiritual power of renunciation, we light the 11th candle. The disciple Judas represents eternal life. Because of the actions of Judas, the great truth of the resurrection principle was revealed to us. Life is vigor and vitality, and is the energy that propels us into action. Life is our ability to mend, restore, heal, and draw upon the divine essence we are for all life experiences. Life is the color red. It is located in the root chakra. To awaken in us the spiritual power of life, we light the 12th candle. The Christ child represents joy. The Christ child represents the joy-filled new life that is ours when we say yes to knowing and expressing our inherent innocence. Joy is the result of being filled with the passion to live life fully with its endless possibilities. It is the wonder-filled lens from which we see the world, regardless of appearances. Joy is when we see with gratitude. The spiritual quality of joy is white with colorful polka dots. It is located in the heart. To awaken in us the spiritual power of joy, we light the 13th candle. So now just allow your heart to open and your knowing of your divine nature to come into your heart and mind. And so I'm just going to ask Angela just to play some really beautiful music, and let's just stay in our heart space. And I'm just going to go through the powers again, just very briefly with some centering affirmations for you to further discern the power that is calling you. Faith. I affirm my faith. I trust my divine nature, knowing as I hold steadfast in faith, only the greatest good unfolds in my life. Let's just breathe into your awakened power of faith. Understanding. As I awaken my power of understanding, I know that the perfect outworking of every situation is being revealed to me now. So breathe into understanding. Wisdom. The wisdom I am is my ability to perceive beyond appearances. I discern what is mine to do in every situation and make wise decisions. Just breathe into your power of wisdom. Love. As I express love, I draw harmony into my experiences. I am a radiating center of divine love. Will. As I awaken my power of will, I surrender to divine guidance and say yes to the greatest good outpicturing in my life. Through my willingness, my greatest good is assured. Breathe in and awaken your faculty of will. Strength surges through me, giving me energy and vigor, bringing endurance and stability to my life. I stand by my convictions. I am strong and unafraid. Just breathe into strength. Power. My thoughts and words vibrate with spiritual power. Dominion and mastery are established in my mind, body, and affairs. Breathing into your power of power. Order. I know divine timing and order are now established in my life. My spiritual path unfolds in its right and perfect flow. Imagination. I seek creative and new ways to do what is mine to do. New opportunities to experience great good are coming into my life now. I see beauty and richness in my life. Just breathe into your power of imagination. Zeal. I am courageous and enthusiastic about life. I am motivated and ready to move forward with what I discern is mine to do. Renunciation, elimination. I release all that is a distraction to my spiritual unfoldment. I am free of the past. Breathe into renunciation. Life. Every cell in my being is charged with pure, restorative divine life. I feel divine life expressing me now. Joy. As I awaken my power of joy, I see life in its beauty through the lens of awe and wonder. I am passionate about life and all of its unlimited possibilities. So just take a deep breath. So this is our opportunity to call forth the particular power or powers that we'll work with during this coming year. And I just want to encourage you to allow the choosing to come from your inner wisdom rather than a mental process that says maybe you should or you want. Just allow yourself to be drawn to the power that will most serve your intention and transformation this year. And I'm going to just give you one little tidbit of advice here. Please do not pick more than 2. Allow your transformation to be gentle, to be a very gentle process. So when you are ready, I just invite you to come up. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to divide this middle section of the room, like right down the middle. So these folks can come up and circulate around this table, and these folks can come up and circulate around this table. And when you're ready, just gently come up, and more than one person can be at the table at the same time. And when you're ready to pick your power, you just want to come up and just pause for a moment and just select a blessing from the little bowl. And that will be the perfect affirmation for you, and that you can take with you and you can use it in your daily meditation time. So when you're ready, just gently come up and discern your power. All right, so take a deep breath. And let's affirm together. I am divine, whole, and perfect. I claim this truth and boldly express my light in the world. Go boldly, expressing this beautiful power. And I see it being a very gentle unfolding for you. And so it is.